The Curse of Bad Endings by Igor, my boy. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. What's good, chat?
Over the last decade or so,
Pause. You can't just stop my video like that, man. What do you mean? Let me HD this shit. Oh, it's already on 1080p. Lol. Alright, hold on. Chat, lock in. The Curse of Bad Endings. Alright. About to lock in on this video. Put this all the way up. Alright.
over the last
Yo, hi,
decade or
Kodem.
so, TV shows have slowly become a joke.
Hold on. Can't hear shit. Let me increase the... Yeah, there we go.
Advise anyone to take seriously. And I'm talking about discovering a show and falling in love with said show. Falling so bad for said.
I didn't hear what you said in the beginning. I didn't hear what you said in the beginning. Oh my god.
Over the last decade or so, TV shows have slowly become a joke I'll never advise anyone to take seriously. And I'm talking about discovering a show and falling in love with said show. Falling so bad for said show that you've decided to dedicate your time, your precious time that you could be using to do literally anything else. And then you finally see this show to the end. And it's garbage, dog.
I'm not even going to waste time or like for him to give an example. This is exactly what happened to me in Dexter. I waited so long to watch Dexter's ending. I was binge watching this show because obviously I wasn't watching it when it was airing, right? But I started binge watching this show on Netflix. I was so cool. It was like, oh my god, Dexter is the GOAT. This is so fun to watch. This is da 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 da. It reached the ending, and it had to be the dumbest ending that you could have ever had to any show. I was so fucking frustrated about that show that it made me vex to the point where I was vexing that they brought off a spin-off. They brought off a spin-off for the show, and the spin-off just annoyed me even more because the spin-off wouldn't have even have happened if the ending wasn't so bad. I feel like that's a thing with like shows recently. They just have bad endings for no reason because like they just want to end off the show without really like having like time to build. It feels like the ending is always rushed for some odd reason. I'm not really sure why. Hello, how you doing? How you doing?
Fuck shit, a 2-pack of ass. Or worse, it gets cancelled after the first season. Who the fuck is running this shit? Are y'all fucking crazy? And I'm talking to you, Netflix. Yes, you especially.
I literally just said
cannot
this
count
shit.
the amount of times I started a show on Netflix, all for me to find out that the show ends on a cliffhanger and got cancelled after the first season. A good example of this is Daybreak. Now, I discovered this show about 3 years ago, and the only way I was able to acquire this show
I haven't
was
watched
by
the show. I
taking
barely
the
watch
70s. Now, I'm
movies.
not gonna talk about the show. Y'all go watch it yourselves. But it is a really, really good watch. And I went through 10 episodes of this show, only for it to end on a cliffhanger. And I was absolutely mortified to find out that there was no season 2. Like, come on, man. What the fuck?
You see, I can't blame only Netflix for doing that. Animes are very, 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 very guilty of doing such. They always do that. You would find the best, most peak anime to ever exist just for it to end up being the only season, and the creators have decided not to make a second season for some odd reason. Oh my god. Do you think Kodem is getting boring? Yes,
What did you
100%.
doing, cuz? That same year, I
But we're not going to
discovered
talk about that
another
today.
show called The Society. And guess what? This show also got canceled after the first season. Pulling bullshit like this is what Netflix is popularly known for. And that's not even a crazy thing to say.
Worst part is that when you open Netflix and you see the homepage and they will be like shows that they're about to leave. They put it there like shows that are about to leave, so that you have to watch it, get hooked, and then they don't give you a second season.
Could pull out an entire scroll of incomplete shows or just shows with terrible endings, and they would all be Netflix. Is this nigga? But back to the topic, y'all. The curse of bad endings. This is generally just aimed at Netflix.
I can just start
This is
playing
sort of
Carti.
like their forte. I mean, they're so good at it, I can't think of a single original Netflix show that had an actually good ending. And I'm not gonna lie, Netflix, just put the fries in the bag. Shows
real
having
though.
terrible endings
Real
nowadays
though.
has
I feel
become such
Netflix
a
is the
trend.
modern
I was
day
not
Disney.
in any way surprised that The Boys faced that same fate. And it goes all the way back.
I haven't
to
still
Game
watched
of
the
Thrones.
ending of
Now, I
The
haven't
Boys.
seen a singular episode of Game of Thrones, and I could see from a mile away that with just how much hype the show is getting, the ending is gonna disappoint so many
Yeah.
people.
They always
And
choke the
boy,
ending on
was
most
I
shows
so
that great.
right. Game of Thrones fans were trying to sugarcoat it so bad. And I'ma hold you by your shoulder and tell you this. If a show drags you across 8 seasons, not to even mention the spin-offs, and the ending just happens to be trash, then the whole thing may as well just be trash.
Okay. No. We are not putting any disrespect on the Vampire Diaries or the originals because I feel that's where you're headed to. No, absolutely not. If it has 8 seasons and they choke the ending, that's alright. We get it. We're pissed off that they choked the ending, but we can't call it a bad show just because the ending was trash. Like, that's like calling The Boys a bad show.
I'm sorry, but hear me out real quick. What is the point of
listening.
watching a show that is that long, all for a terrible ending? I would rather watch paint dry than to even bother watching the show at all. Another show that is just
Fair.
as bad,
But
is
not
Stranger
actually fair.
Things.
No, it's
Now,
not.
me personally, I would say the show went downhill.
Is it weird that I haven't watched Stranger Things? I feel like I'm the only living human being on earth that hasn't still watched Stranger Things. Like, that's very, very weird to me. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who hasn't watched Stranger Things.
Right after the first season. You want to know why? Sit down, brother. Let me educate you a bit.
Educate
The first
me.
half of season 2 was nothing special. But then the second half, we are taken to the most random, most useless side quest I've ever seen in my life. Where we are introduced to Callie.
Look at the top of his head.
Another girl with power.
I'm
now,
so
you
dead.
see this and
You
think
too?
they had
Yeah,
a
Kodem
good
is getting
reason to
tired.
introduce her character this early. No, they did not. Because she does not return until the very last season. And the only reason they brought her back was to tell the main character to kill herself. All for her to
Hello?
die the very next episode. And I'm crying. These writers can kill any other character but a single person.
Yo, did you see that one scene from Stranger Things where the person is like, that one girl? Hold on, let me get to the girl chat. Wait.
And
chat.
I'm crying. These writers can kill any other character but a
But yo, this girl, where she's like in the middle of the square, and then she's like, I don't remember the girl's name that she called, and she's like, yo, and then she's like, ugh, and then she stops, and then nothing happens. Top 5 cringiest moments ever. Yo, I know, bro. Yeah, you're live on YouTube W's.
single person from the main cast. You are trash. But I gotta give Callie her flowers. Number 1 most useless character in the entire show. Literally no other competition. So for the sake of this video, I will say the show got bad right after season 4. And speaking of season 4, they really pulled another dumb side quest with Jim Hopper. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. Season 5 was a whole ass disaster. And one of the things that really pissed me off is what I mentioned like a couple seconds ago.
That one scene where like the guys in the friend group, mind you, I haven't watched Stranger Things, but I see a lot of memes where there's like the guy in the friend group, yeah, he's gay and he hasn't come out yet, and then in the middle of them going to fight the final boss, he turns to the other guy and is like, I'm gay and I like you, I like boys. I feel like it has to be the most random coming out ever. Don't we have other things that are important for us to do right now?
It's how they were unable to kill a single character this entire season. They couldn't even kill off a character as irrelevant as Mike's father. Not gonna lie, when I saw this man get pieced up like this, I genuinely thought it was raps. Only for him to tank a full-blown strike to the chest and survive.
That nigga is Thor. He's fine.
Now I would have said
You
the
don't
same
have the
about their
answers.
mother if she
I love
didn't
that
take
meme.
out 2 Demogorgons.
I swear, every time I see like a movie character or whatever, I just go like, oh yeah, powers. I wonder how when they're acting it out, how it feels to them. Like obviously, I know that superhero movies would look cringe without the special effects, but like sometimes my brain would just go, how are you acting this out? Like what were you doing? How did you feel in a room completely silent, mind you? Because there's no dialogue during this. There's no dialogue whatsoever. They're just quiet.
Another thing they did that last season that really pissed me off is how useless they made Vecna seem. This man had 5 seasons and could not take out a single person from the main cast. And the one person he could get a hold of got off with a coma and temporary paralysis. You are a fraud. He was so less threatening that season that even Will almost took him out for the beast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how they did the eye backwards there. I don't know. It's so fucking funny to me.
Shut up, man.
And I'm going to end it off by saying that season had so many plot holes. Absolute bullshit. Bad endings have even started slowly creeping into the anime/manga community, as one of my favorite mangas of all time has faced that fate, Chainsaw Man. And honestly, I'm not even gonna blame this shit on Western entertainment. Tatsuki Fujimoto, you are an absolute piece of... Umbrella Academy is yet another...
Yeah. No. Don't get me started on Umbrella Academy. That shit pissed me all the way off. It was so annoying. All you had to do was give us a good ending. I thought it was like a cliffhanger so that we could get a new season. It's not.
Foolery. Like I said at the start of this video, I won't be talking about these shows. Go watch them yourself. If you haven't seen Umbrella Academy, congratulations. But if you have, then you understand my pain.
I understand your pain, Igor. I get
how
it.
Bad the ending of that show was, considering just how much potential it had. For those of you who
It was
have not
peak. It
seen
was
the
peak
show,
in the
let me
first
put it
seasons.
this
I won't
way
even
for
lie
you.
to you.
The last episode ends with all the main characters dying, essentially resetting the entire world, where they probably never existed.
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
Man, that's some bullshit.
Real.
What the fuck was the point of the first 3 seasons, man? And now that I look at it, most of the shows I done mentioned in this entire video are just Netflix shows. They really just be dishing out some of the most disgusting endings I done ever seen in my life. Truly, the goat.
Ugh.
On whose book, nigga? Get that shit the fuck out of here, bro. And this will lead me to the last show of the day. And I'm crying. It's literally another Netflix show.
Squid
Games.
Oh no. Chat. Quick story time for you guys who don't know. So the reason why I haven't watched any other season of Squid Game is because like when originally I wanted to watch Squid Game and I was binging it all night. It was like 1 a.m. and then you know this girl who basically ruined my life. Or I'm not going to give her that much credit. She didn't ruin my life, but like I was going through like a whole lot of heartbreak. It was not funny, so I kind of swore to never watch the show again. But from what I heard, the ending was bogus. Damn, that sucks.
The first season. Because I'm not gonna lie, everything after that first season was absolute bullshit. Now let me explain. Season 1 was so good mostly because of how...
The reason, okay, pause. I know I'm pausing the video a lot, but the main reason why this shit pissed me off when it came to what's it called, Squid Game, was they didn't even bring in a new main character. The same dickhead decided that, oh, it seems like a good idea for me to go back to the same place I just narrowly escaped with my life. I cannot explain to you how stupid that is. You have so much money in your bank account. You are a bum, deadbeat dad who has a chance to get back with his daughter and get possibly make it up to his wife. But says, no, I'm not going to do any of that whatsoever. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to go back because I cannot allow the games to keep going on without me. Like, without me. And you still died in the end, you fucking bum. Oh my god. No, I'm so annoyed.
The random twists and turns from the uncertainty of when our main characters are going to die to number 1 not actually dying, all the way down to the final battle.
Yep, season 1 was peak. Season 1 was
and let's be honest with ourselves
peak.
For a sec. Some of the situations these
like, why would you do that? It makes no sense.
Were genuinely relatable as fuck. You're putting my life on the line, and all I have to do to win is trick an old man into getting all his marbles.
Really, nigga?
Come on, man. That's too easy. But then in season 2, we lost all of that. There was nothing to look forward to, and we already knew that player number 1 was still not going to die, which they could have easily just fixed by not revealing his identity the first season. I mean, sure, the games were different, but what else is? Fast forward to season 3, we have the worst detective of all time.
Yeah, this nigga sucked.
I've ever seen in my life. A bunch of random characters and a baby. That's a recipe for some dog shit. Well, listen, guys. Here's my reasoning. I personally feel like,
but the memes were good. The memes were extremely good.
Hype are just bound to have a terrible ending. Cause when a show is popular, a lot of people have a grand scheme of how they want the story to end, or how the story should end. Thanks to just how popular the show is. So at that point, no amount of writing can really satisfy majority of the audience.
One thing that you guys already know is that everybody is going to hate the ending to One Piece. One Piece ending is going to be the most hated thing on the internet when it drops. Trust me. Once everybody finds out what the One Piece is, if it does not align with their agenda, it's raps. It's raps. They're automatically going to hate on it.
And that's just one theory, to be honest. A lot of the time, the writers just be tripping or just high as fuck. So
Yeah.
that'll be it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed recording
W
this shit.
fucking
So
Igor,
please don't
man.
forget to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see y'all.
W Igor, man. Beautiful video, man. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Let me comment. Let me drop a comment. Chat. Let me drop a comment for Igor, my boy. Fucking love this dude. W fucking video. Oh wait, it didn't. How do I send this shit? Chat, I'm not used to using my laptop for anything. Oh, alright. W fucking video, yeah.